we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On first down, Fields. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One play action. Fields. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got this down to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. First down, it's Fields. Flush to his right. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Fields. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you cut right out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35.
Showtime
Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 76 yards. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Jones. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. A little juke. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
Well, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
56.
Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble. On 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Fields now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the 50, here's Fields. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd and 10.
56, right there, 56. Hey, pick it up, defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out at his current pace. Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. They also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers to throw once more.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And again, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense,
got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
yeah, it helps scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we see. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side on the swing pass, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Offside defense.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Get on the field, defense.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Rodgers.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down now, Herbert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert, and flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
That's not good enough, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
To throw is Fields.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
105 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now it's Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Kingsley Keke there on the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Rodgers throw taken in by Adams.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Rodgers again now. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. Rodgers now on third and goal.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.